This is kind of a big deal. This is a film that you're the lead in as a lead actor when you started off as an attorney. What made you make that shift? Were you tired of the paperwork?
Well, I mean,
Too many emotions?
If we're going to go back, where it actually started was me clumping my big feet on the, I was a junior in college doing the general auditions in theater. I was a minor in theater in college. So it's been a long, it's been a journey. And I've always kind of done both. It's been a thrill. I'll leave it at that. It's nice to kind of always kind of feed in one part of the brain.
So it's kind of like your Batman.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
You're Batman or Superman. You have your alter ego.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
So when did you first know that you had this acting bug in you, and it was more than a bug, it had to be fulfilled as a career?
Oh, I think I felt it early in life, and it just continued to grow. And you know, I think if I had different circumstances, I might have jumped in earlier. But I was, you know, when I was coming up in Chicago suburbs, it was sports, and you know, I was working. I didn't really have time for it, or there weren't really any opportunities for it. So then as I got a little older, and I think the fear started, there was always a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear.
That stupid word, fear.
It always is, and everyone's got to overcome it. And I think when you want something enough, you find a way to make it work, and that's exactly what I did.
And one thing that you just said that I love, the word circumstances, because that relates to your film. You come home as a veteran, and you have to help your family out.
Yeah.
What drew you to this role?
Well, I think the hook for me is it's really a story about a man and a soldier trying to find his way back home. You know, he's back home physically, but he's not home in his mind. He's not home spiritually, and I can really relate to that. And it's something that, you know, Marshall Bennett's a guy who always did the right thing, and he still finds himself up against it. And I think that happens to people all the time. We always feel like, well, how do I find myself in this situation? And this story is about the things that are always worth fighting for. And I wanted to honor motocross, and I wanted to make sure that we honor the vets and the struggles that they face coming home.
So real crazy. My father fought in the war and then went through his own mental struggles while helping out family. So I relate a lot to what you're saying too. Tell me about the vibe on set, because you have actors, you have real motocross professionals as your stunt team, you have actual veterans. Like, did you ever come on set and feel like, you know what?
It's you know, it's funny. We did it was like 3 movies in one, because we had like the racing portion over in Glen Helen, and then we had the farm portion up in Northern California, and then we had a war portion. So it was great. It was exhausting, and I was kind of going over my notes. I always like to keep a little journal whenever I'm filming, just like my thoughts, and I go back and I read them. And by the end of this, I just kept saying how exhausted I was. Good exhausted, but it was just poured everything into it. So really proud of it.
Okay, last words. If anyone is on the fence about why they should see Bennett's War, what is the main reason they should?
Go feel good for 90 minutes. I think at this time and place in the world, just feel good. We're not selling anything, but good feels.
Good feels, good vibes, well-dressed, good men. All for it. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.